Welcome! We're diving deep into the essential open source tools for managing data pipelines and workflows in an AI data center. Getting data from its raw state to a trained deployable model is a pretty complex journey. And today, we're going to break down the tools that make that journey not just possible, but manageable.
All right, just a quick heads up before we get started. This is Module 8 of a 10-part tutorial on open source tools to manage an AI data center infrastructure. It's an overview based on a comprehensive report by Virtualization Options LLC, and it offers only general guidance. It's provided without warranty, and it's not legal or financial advice. So as you'd expect, we really recommend that you discuss any proposed actions with your own financial, technical, and legal professionals before taking action. And just remember, these modules only scratch the surface of what's in the full research report.
So let's jump right into the core challenge. We often think of a machine learning model as just a piece of code, right? But that's really only one part of the story. The reality is, creating that model is a complex process. It's a pipeline with a whole bunch of interconnected steps that all depend on each other. So the big question is, how on earth do you manage that entire flow?
And this right here, this lays out that whole journey. It all starts with data ingestion. You got to get the raw data in the door, but then you have to validate it because you know the old saying, garbage in, garbage out. Next up is feature engineering, which is kind of the art of turning that raw data into meaningful signals for your model. And only then, finally, can you train the model, see how it performs, and, if you're lucky, deploy it out into the real world. You can see how it's like a domino effect. One little mistake anywhere in that chain can mess up the whole thing.
This is exactly where orchestration tools come into play. The best way to think of them is like the conductor of your AI orchestra. Their one job is to manage all that complexity. They coordinate every single task, they handle the dependencies between them, they gracefully deal with any failures, and at the end of the day, they make sure your entire pipeline runs smoothly from the very first step to the grand finale.
All right, let's get into the tools themselves. We're going to start with the Python-powered orchestrators, and this is a really natural place to start because, well, they speak the native language of most data scientists and machine learning engineers.
This slide really gets to the heart of the matter. It shows this fundamental difference in philosophy between the two heavyweights in the Python space. Over on the left, you've got Apache Airflow, and it is all about structure. You define your workflows as these static blueprints. They're called DAGs, which stands for Directed Acyclic Graphs. Think of it like a fixed map of all your tasks. But then on the right, you have Prefect, which is all about flexibility. Your workflows are dynamic Python code that can actually change and adapt on the fly, depending on the data they see.
So, Airflow. It's been the industry standard for years and for very good reason. It is a super robust platform for writing, scheduling, and monitoring your workflows as code. It's got this huge ecosystem of plugins and can run tasks pretty much anywhere, from a single machine all the way out to a full Kubernetes cluster. It really shines when your workflows are predictable and need to run on a regular schedule. Think daily data processing for business reports.
And then there's Perfect, the modern challenger. It kind of came along to tackle the often messy and unpredictable world of modern data science. Instead of those rigid DAGs, you just add simple decorators to your normal Python functions. This is what lets your workflows be dynamic, changing course based on the results they're seeing in real time. But a huge feature here is the seamless jump from local development to cloud scale. You can build and test everything on your laptop and then deploy it to the cloud with barely any code changes, which, let me tell you, is a massive win for fast-paced ML development.
Okay, let's switch gears and move into the world of Kubernetes. The next set of tools we're going to look at are cloud native. What that means is they were designed from the ground up to live on Kubernetes and to really harness the power of containers for every single step of your workflow.
And this brilliantly illustrates the relationship between the two key players here. Think of Argo workflows as the powerful, all-purpose engine. It can run any series of containerized tasks you can imagine. Kubeflow Pipelines, then, is like the specialized cockpit that's built right on top of that Argo engine. It's completely tailored for machine learning, with all sorts of features designed to make an ML practitioner's life way easier.
Now, to really get a handle on these tools, you have to think container first. Just like this slide shows, every single step in your process, from validating data to training a model, runs inside its own isolated, self-contained unit, which Kubernetes calls a pod. And this gives you an incredible amount of power, reproducibility, and the flexibility to use the absolute best tool for each specific job.
Argo Workflows is a true Kubernetes powerhouse. You actually define your workflows using Kubernetes' own native language with something called a custom resource, or a CRD.
All that really means is you're describing your workflow in a way that Kubernetes just understands intrinsically, as if it were a built-in feature. And because every single task is a container, it's unbelievably powerful for massive parallel processing. We're talking running thousands of model training experiments all at the same time. It's the ultimate tool for general automation on a Kubernetes cluster.
So Kubeflow Pipelines takes all that raw power from Argo and wraps it up in a nice ML-friendly package. Why? Well, because writing all that native Kubernetes configuration for every single experiment is tedious and, frankly, a recipe for mistakes. Instead, you get to work in a high-level Python SDK to define reusable components. Then, the SDK compiles your friendly Python code into the complex Argo configuration behind the scenes. You can version your pipelines, run them, and, this is the most important part, monitor everything in a user interface that's designed specifically for comparing ML experiments and tracking exactly how your models were created.
Okay, so we've covered 4 really powerful open-source tools: Airflow, Prefect, Argo, and Kubeflow pipelines. The big question is, how do you pick the right one for your team and your project? Let's build a simple framework to help you decide.
So, the whole thing is summarized beautifully on this slide. It really boils down to 3 questions. First, how does your team want to define their workflows? Do they prefer structured Python DAGs, flexible Python code, or do they want to get their hands dirty with native Kubernetes YAML? Second, where are these workflows actually going to run? And third, what's your primary goal? If it's predictable, scheduled ETL, Airflow is a fantastic choice. If you're doing dynamic ML experiments, Prefect is probably your best friend. For raw, unadulterated container power on Kubernetes, Argo is your engine. And for that fully managed end-to-end ML experience on Kubernetes, Kubeflow Pipelines is the clear answer. And that brings us to a final, kind of provocative thought to leave you with. We've spent this whole time talking about tools that help us humans define and manage these really complex workflows. But as AI systems themselves become more and more sophisticated, could we be heading towards a future where the orchestrator is also an AI, one that intelligently generates and adapts these pipelines all on its own? It's a fascinating question about where this entire field is going. Thanks for joining me on this explainer.